Good morning students. Welcome to today's lecture. In the last class, we did some examples on applications of linear equations. Before that, we learned how to solve a linear equation in one variable by two methods, either by inverse or by transpose method. In exercise 2.1, we learned how to solve equations like these either by method of inverse or by method of transpose. In this exercise, we have moved one more step to understand applications of linear equations. That is, we will try to solve given word problems by forming a equation and then solving it. To form a equation, we need to clearly understand the question and then only form the equation. Okay, now read with me. The question is, the present age of Sahil's mother is 3 times present age of Sahil. So the example is defining Sahil's mother age in terms of Sahil's age. So we can say the base age is of Sahil. So first thing, I will assume Sahil's age, present age as X years. I don't know what is his age, so I assumed it as X years. It can be anything. It can be 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is. I have assumed it as X years. Now, question is saying that Sahil's mother is 3 times the age of Sahil. So if Sahil's age is X years, what do you think? What is age of her mother? Very simple. If it is x, her mother age is 3x because it is 3 times. So I have written over here a tabular form. Present age of Sahil is x years. So present age of mother is 3x. Now question is saying after 5 years their ages will add to 66 years. Now first understand what do you mean by after 5 years. Suppose your age is 12 years. Obviously, 5 years after your age will be 12 plus 5, that is 17 years. Similarly, whatever the present age of Sahil and her mother, we will have to add how much in both of them? 5 years each. That is why I have made one more row, that is age after 5 years, and hence Sahil age is how much? X plus 5, because I have added 5 years in Sahil's age. Similarly, mother's present age is 3x. After 5 years, her age will be 3x plus 5. Now, according to the question, it is saying after 5 years, their ages will add to 66 years. So, this means if you add this age of Sahil and her mother, you will get how much? 66. This is the main equation. So, let's try. It is given that sum of their age after 5 years is 66. Hence we can say x plus 5, that is Sahil's age, plus 3x plus 5, that is her mother's age after 5 years. The sum is how much? 66. I hope you understood the method of forming this equation. It is very easy, but you need to be very much concentrated on the question. Okay, now it's very easy. Open the brackets, solve the question to find the value of unknown variable, that is x. Very simple. Open the bracket, it becomes x plus 5 plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 66. If you see, 3x and x are like terms, and we know like terms can add. So 3x plus x is 4x. Okay. Similarly, 5 and 5 are like terms. So 5 plus 5 is 10. It becomes 4x plus 10 is equal to 66 as it is. Now, we have got our linear equation in one variable. It is the same process now. Cover the variable part and see which part is remaining, that is 10. So first of all, we will take this 10 to the right hand side. It becomes 4x equal to 66 minus 10. Because it was plus over here, it becomes minus here. We got 4x equal to 56. Finally, we will see by covering x, 4 is extra over here and it is getting multiplied on this side. So we will transpose it to right hand side, it comes in division. And when you solve it, you can solve it either by 2 or by 4. I did directly with 4, you can do with 2 also and then 4 also, no issue. So we all know 4 14s are 56. Or you can see like this, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, 1 left, 6 came as remainder, 4 4s are 16. So I got 14 as answer. Now we have got value of x as how much? 14 years. And we all know what this x is. This x we assumed as present age of Sahil. Question is asking only present age of Sahil. But what if it asked mother's age also or mother's present age? Very easy. As we have got the value of x, we can find mother's age, that is present age, is equal to 3x. What is value of x? 14. So put the value of x in bracket, 3 into 14. Answer is 42 years. Suppose you want to verify. Question is not asking you to verify. Suppose still you want to verify whether you are correct or not. What you can do is you can find their age after 5 years. We know it is x plus 5. Put the value 14 plus 5, that is 19. Similarly, mother's age after 5 years is 3x plus 5, that is 42 plus 5. 47 and 19. If I add these two ages, I get 66 years, which was given in question. Hence, we have done this question correctly. Okay. Example number 8. It is saying Bansi, a boy, has 3 times as many 2 rupee coins as he has 5 rupee coins. So it is talking about the number of coins. He has a 5 rupee coin and a 2 rupee coin, but the number of coins were not given to you. What they are saying is, suppose he has 2 5 rupee coin, in that case he has 6 2 rupee coin because it is 3 times. Suppose he has 10 5 rupee coin, in that case he has 30 2 rupee coins. So we can assume this thing because it is the base. We can see this 5 rupee coin number is a base. So we can assume that let the number of rupees 5 coins with 1C as x. So from the first line of question we can say the number of rupee 2 coins with 1C is 3x, because question is saying 1C has 3 times as many 2 rupee coins as he has 5 rupee coins. Now if he has in all a sum of rupees 77, now it is saying the value of total money he has is how much? Rupees 77. So you can see in the first line question is talking about number of coins. In the second line it is talking about amount or the value. So suppose you have 5 notes of rupees 50. Suppose you have 5 note of rupees 50. Then what is the value of money you are having? Very easy. 5 into 50, that is how much? 250 rupees. Yes. In a similar way, first we have assumed the number of coins of rupees 5 as x and number of coin rupees 2 as 3x. Now we will find their value. Okay. So value of rupees 5 coins will be given by rupees 5 into number of coins. Okay. That is rupees 5x value. Similarly, value of rupees 2 coins with him is given by rupees 2 into 3x. That is the number of coins of rupees 2, which is 6x. So we can say the total value of money in terms of variable is given by 5x plus 6x. As they both are like terms, they can be added. It becomes 11x. So we can say the value of money is 11x. To our luck, this value of money is given to us in proper rupees form. So we can say this 11x, which is value of money with him, is same as rupees 77. I have written over here. It is given in the question that he has in all rupees 77. So we can equate these two and form a equation. Yes, that is our target, to form a equation. Let's see. So we can form the equation as 11x is same as 77. Therefore, we can say they both are equal. And we have got our equation. Now, solve for x. Cover the x. See, 11 is extra over here. In multiplication, take 11 to that side and solve to get x equal to 7. Now we have got x as 7. What is x? X was number of rupees 5 coins, that is 7. This gives us number of rupees 2 coins as 3x. So 3 into x or 3 into 7, which is 21. If you want to verify, you can say total money with Bansi is 11x. If I put the value of x as 7, we will get 11 sevens are 77, which is given in the question, hence verified. Kindly note, this verification is only for our checking. It is not asked in the question. Okay. Now, similar example, example number 9. The sum of three consecutive multiples of 11 is 363. Find these multiples. Before starting the question, please think, what do you mean by consecutive multiples? Very easy. Consecutive means continuous. Suppose you see consecutive multiples of 2. It's very simple. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They all are consecutive multiples of 2. Similarly, consecutive multiple of 5 is 5, 10, 15, 20. So they are consecutive. Now, question is consecutive multiples of 11. Let us understand what it means. So I've written over here. We all know consecutive means continuous. Now, multiple of 11 is 11, first multiple, second 22, 33, 44, 55. We all know 11 twos are 22, 11 threes are 33, 11 fours are 44, 11 fives are 55. So they all are consecutive multiples of 11. Now, let us understand what is the relation between these if I want to form a linear equation. It is very simple. This 11, if I take as 11 only, this 22 can be written as 11 plus 11. Similarly, 33 can be written as 11 plus 22 and so on. Or we can say the first term is 11, second term is 11 plus 11, third term is 11 plus 11 plus 11 and so on. So we all know multiplication is repetitive addition. Yes. If I take the first multiple as x, if I take the first multiple of 11 as x, that means second can be given by adding 11 into it. Third can be given by adding 22 into it. Similarly, fourth multiple can be given by adding 33 into it. Okay. Now, I have assumed the first multiple of 11 as x. Question is saying sum of three consecutive multiple of 11. So I have assumed the first multiple as x. I know if first multiple is x, then second multiple is x plus 11 and third multiple is x plus 11 plus 11 or x plus 22. In case question came 3 consecutive multiple of 8, in that case first multiple will be 8, sorry, first multiple will be x, second will be x plus 8 and third will be x plus 8 plus 8 or x plus 16. I hope you got this concept. Now let's see how to solve. It is saying the sum of three consecutive multiple is how much? 363. We have found three consecutive multiples in terms of x. Now we will add them and put it equal to how much? Yes, 363 to form the required equation. So question is saying first term plus second term plus third term is equal to 363. First term is x, second term is x plus 11, third term is x plus 22 and that is equal to 363. Now what I have done is I have put together all the like terms, that is x, x and x, plus 11 plus 22 equal to 363. As these three are like terms, they can be added. X plus x is 2x, 2x plus x is 3x. Similarly, 11, 22 are like terms, they can be added, they become 33 to 363. This is our required linear equation in one variable. To solve it, same procedure. I have taken this side, this 32 to this side, then finally divide by 3. Answer I have got as 110. So the first multiple is 110, which is our x. So second multiple is x plus 11. So 110 plus 11, that is 121. Third multiple is x plus 11 plus 11. So 121 plus 11 will give me my third term. Understood? Now, example number 10. The difference between two whole numbers is 66. So whole numbers we all know are starting from 0. So we know a property of these two numbers, that is their difference is 66. Then it is saying the ratio of two numbers is 2:5. What are the two numbers? Now, first take a hint from this one. The ratio of two numbers is 2:5. If the ratio is 2:5, I can take one number as 2x and second number as 5x. Okay? See, it is given that ratio is 2:5, so we can assume first number as 2x and second number as 5x. Now, second thing given to us is the difference between two numbers is 66. Now, what is the difference meaning? Difference means larger number minus smaller number. Okay. So 5x is the larger number, minus 2x equal to 66. So we all know they are like terms. They can be solved. 3x equal to 66, x equal to 66 upon 3, that is 22. So we have got the value of x. So we can find the first number. First number is 2x. So 2 into 22 equal to 44. Similarly, second number is 5 into x, that is 110. To verify, you can see the ratio of these two numbers I have solved and I got finally 2:5. So the numbers are correct. Okay. Last example. Deveshi has a total of rupees 590 value of money. Total how much money she is having? 590 as currency notes in denomination of 50 rupees, 20 rupees, 10 rupees. Suppose in her purse she has three kind of notes: 10 rupee notes, 20 rupee notes and 50 rupee notes. The ratio of numbers of rupees 50 and 20 notes is 3:5. So the ratio of number of notes of these two is how much? 3:5. And if she has total 25 notes, how many notes of each denomination she has? Although the question is lengthy, still you need to keep 2-3 things in your mind. First thing is, there are two things it is telling you. One, number of notes in total are 25. If you count all the notes, there are 25 notes in total. Second thing it is telling you, the total value of these notes is how much? 590. We have to use these two things to find the answer. Okay, and we have to find number of each kind of notes. Okay, so let's start. First thing given to us is the ratio of number of 50 notes and 20 notes is 3:5 respectively. That means we can assume 50 rupee notes number as 3x and 20 rupees number as 5x. I have written over here. Let the number of rupees 50 notes be 3x and let the number of 20 rupee notes be 5x. Now, what about 10 rupee notes? Nothing is given about that. Yes, they told us the ratio of 50 and 20 rupee notes 3:5. We found their numbers in terms of x. But They didn't give anything about rupees 10 notes. Now what to do? One hint is there. Total number of notes are 25. Very easy. If you know number of notes of 50 and 20, can't you minus it with 25? Yes. So let's see. It is given that total number of notes are 25. So that means we can say number of 10 rupee notes are total number of notes, that is 25, minus number of 50 rupee note and number of 20 rupee note. Isn't it? Yes. So we can say 25 minus number of notes of 50 rupees, that is 3x, minus number of notes of 20 rupees, that is 5x. This gives us number of 10 rupee note. How much? 25 minus 8x. So till now we have found the number of 50 rupee notes 3x, number of 20 rupee notes 5x, and number of 10 rupee note, that is 25 minus 8x. We have done the part of number of notes. Second part is value or amount of currency, which is 590 in total. So we will also find the value of individual notes. So the value of rupees 50 notes that she is having in her purse will be given by number of notes that she is having of 50 into rupees 50. I have told you, if you have 10 notes of 50 rupees, what you will do? 10 into 50, you will have 500 rupees. But in this case, she is having how many notes? 3x notes. We will multiply 3x into 50. That is 350s are 150 into x rupees. So this much value rupees she is having from 50 rupee notes. Clearly, the value of 20 rupee notes will be given by number of 20 rupee notes, that is 5x into 20, which is rupees 100x. Last but not the least, value of or amount, value or amount from rupees 10 notes. It is number of 10 rupee notes, that is 25 minus 8x, multiplied by its value, that is 10 rupees. It is equal to 10 25s are 250 minus sign 10 8s are 80x. Simple property known as distributive property, due to which this 10 gets multiplied with 25 as well as 8x. We have got this thing. Now we have got value of 3 currency notes. Just add these values and put equal to 590 and you have got your equation. So according to the question ATQ, total money with Deveshi is 590, which is amount of 50 rupee note, 20 rupee note, 10 rupee note. That is 150x, 100x, 250 minus 80x equal to 590. This is the equation we have found. So we can see this is having x, having x, having x. So these three are like terms. They can be solved together. So 150 plus 100 minus 80x plus 250 equal to 590. If I add these two, it becomes 250x minus 80x plus 250 equal to 590. 250 minus 80 is 170x plus 250 equal to 590. Finally, solving it, I get x equal to 340 upon 170, which gives me x equal to 2. You can see all these steps. Try to solve this on your own. Okay, don't copy it. The main thing in these questions is forming the equation. Once you form the equation correctly, solving it is not difficult at all. Okay, so we have got x equal to 2. Hence, we can say number of rupees 50 notes are how much? 3 into x, that is 3 into 2, which is 6 notes of 50 rupees. Then we have number of 20 rupee notes, 5x, 5 into 2, 10 notes. And last, number of rupees 10 notes will be given by 25 minus 8x into, sorry, no into, only 25 minus 8x, because into 10 is for the value. We are finding number of notes. So 25 minus 8 into 2, we will get 25 minus 16, that is 9 notes. You can verify 6 plus 10 is 16 plus 9 is 25, which is equal to question value. So it is correct. Thank you. Kindly see these questions one more time if any doubts. Okay, these questions are from your NCERT only, the PDF of which I have provided you. In case reference, you can take from that PDF. Thank you.